Um,
President
he
Donald
has
Trump has launched a
pending.
massive nationwide deportation sweep, marking a turning point in U.S. immigration policy. Unlike previous campaigns, this effort isn't just about security. It emphasizes reshaping America's image as a nation that upholds the rule of law while promoting international cooperation and humanitarian support. Named Operation Tidal Wave, the campaign has led to thousands of arrests in the first few months of 2025, creating a wave of change not only at the border, but also in communities across the country. This article will analyze the sweeps, the latest data, and their impacts based on trusted sources like Reuters, CBS News, NBC News, and X Posts, updated through May 2025. If you're interested in this topic, please like and subscribe to the channel for the latest video updates. According to NBC News, the nationwide deportation sweep began with over 8,776 arrests from January to February 2025. On January 26, 2025 alone, ICE detained 956 people in major cities like Chicago, Miami, and Newark. An ex-post from ABC on May 10, 2025, reported that nearly 800 people were arrested in Florida over just 4 days as part of Operation Tidal Wave. This campaign stands out because it doesn't only target serious lawbreakers, but also includes undocumented individuals, even those who've lived in the U.S. for years. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated, "Anyone who violates immigration laws can be arrested and deported." However, ICE prioritizes those with criminal records, with 52% of those arrested on April 26, 2025, classified as criminal offenders, per NBC News. The sweeps have taken place in various locations, from construction sites to neighborhoods, and even places once considered safe, like churches. According to CBS News, ICE has operated in major cities like Los Angeles, Atlanta, and Phoenix, with support from agencies like the FBI and DEA. A new aspect is the campaign's transparency. Law enforcement agencies publicly share images and videos of arrests to send a strong message about upholding the law.
First target in Los Angeles is
A key feature of the
Mexican
campaign is
national.
the integration of technology and interagency coordination. According to CNN, agencies like the FBI, DEA, and ATF are required to review data to identify undocumented individuals, even if they're under investigation for non-immigration related crimes. This allows ICE to quickly locate and detain targets. Biometric technology, such as facial recognition and fingerprinting, is also used to improve identification accuracy. According to DHS, this system has minimized cases of mistakenly detaining U.S. citizens, a problem in past operations. Additionally, agents are required to wear clearly marked uniforms with ICE or Homeland Security logos to avoid confusion and enhance transparency. The campaign has delivered striking security results. An ex-post from Natalie Gwinters on April 28, 2025, reported that over 151,000 undocumented individuals have been arrested and 135,000 deported since the start of the year. Among them, 600 members of the Tren de Aragua gang and thousands from MS-13 have been deported or voluntarily left the U.S. Drug interdictions have also dropped significantly. CBP reports that fentanyl seizures in major cities fell 54% in May 2025 compared to the same period in 2024. Sweeps at construction sites, where undocumented workers are often employed, have disrupted criminal organizations, per CBS News. Moreover, the campaign has encouraged self-deportation, with many undocumented individuals choosing to leave the U.S. before being detained. An ex-post from Bald Brad 1776 on May 6, 2025, noted that the self-deportation program has attracted thousands of participants, easing pressure on detention facilities. Unlike the usual hardline image, this campaign pairs enforcement with humanitarian and economic development initiatives. According to USAID, The U.S. invested $500 million in development programs in Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador in 2025. These programs have created over 50,000 jobs in Honduras, reducing the number of potential migrants. In Mexico, the U.S. is negotiating to establish migration processing centers where asylum seekers can apply without crossing the border. According to Reuters, this has cut the number of migrants stranded in Mexican camps by 30% in the first quarter of 2025. DHS has also supported over 10,000 migrants in Mexico with food and shelter through U.S.-funded NGOs. An ex-post from Mario Nawfal on April 28, 2025, emphasized, "This campaign isn't just about deportation. It's about building a fairer, more humane immigration system." This approach eases border pressure, ensures asylum rights are respected, and sends a clear message that illegal immigration won't be tolerated. The campaign has brought economic benefits to communities in major cities. According to the Department of Labor, over 5,000 jobs in law enforcement and technology have been created to support the effort. Businesses in Chicago and Miami report increased customers due to improved safety, with tourism traffic up 15% in the first quarter of 2025, per the San Diego Union Tribune. However, the campaign has raised concerns in immigrant communities. According to NPR, many undocumented individuals have changed daily routines, avoiding work or taking kids to school out of fear of arrest. Organizations like the Amica Center for Immigrant Rights report a surge in distress calls. To address this, ICE has launched hotlines for people to report mistaken detentions, protecting the rights of U.S. citizens and legal
I think we're on
residents.
very dangerous ground here.
The campaign faces several challenges. Costs are a major issue, with ICE needing an additional $230 million to sustain deportation operations, per NBC News. To tackle this, Trump signed an executive order tapping Department of Defense funds to expand detention facilities and transportation. Legally, the ACLU and human rights groups have filed lawsuits, arguing that the sweeps violate civil liberties, especially when U.S. citizens or legal residents are mistakenly detained. ICE has responded by enhancing agent training and using biometric technology to reduce errors.
Car keys out, he's getting ready
The
to go
immigration court system is also overwhelmed, with a 3.6 million case backlog slowing deportations. DHS is exploring mobile courts to process cases faster. The campaign has strong support from Trump's base. According to the Pew Research Center, 55% of voters back mass deportation plans, especially for those with criminal records. An ex-post from Gunther Eagleman on April 28, 2025, called the campaign "no nonsense" and received thousands of shares. Looking ahead, the Trump administration plans to expand the campaign to sanctuary cities like New York and Los Angeles with Operation Flood the Zone, targeting areas with large undocumented populations. At the same time, the U.S. will continue investing in Central America and cooperating with Mexico to address migration at its roots. According to Tom Homan, the goal is a legal, fair, and secure immigration system. The 2025 nationwide deportation campaign is a bold effort by the Trump administration to enforce immigration laws. But what sets it apart is its blend of security, technology, and humanitarian initiatives. With over 151,000 arrests, the campaign has reduced crime and strengthened security while paving the way for international cooperation and economic development in Central America. Despite challenges like costs and legal hurdles, this approach offers a new vision: an America that upholds the law while pursuing long-term solutions. The border and U.S. communities are changing, and the future will depend on how the nation balances security with humanity. This article has utilized reliable sources and perspectives from social media to provide a comprehensive view. For a deeper understanding, readers can refer to statements from DHS, CBP, or reports from Reuters. The Guardian, and WOLA.
Back down there where they're working.
In some areas, a mix of aluminum and other materials is used, depending on the whole border is 1,954 miles long.
It's one thing to figure out how to navigate the vertical post, but the
structural, but actually it was there more importantly for anti-climb. Do you want to explain?
It's not a single structure, but a mix of fences and walls. With 1,255 miles along the Rio Grande.
Crackdown may come at the U.S. border with Mexico. Where 1,500 American soldiers Are being deployed as Trump promised.
And a virtual fence.
The most visible sign of Donald Trump's immigration.
After declaring a national...
Security includes sensors, cameras,